Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about The Ultimatum, Season 3, Episode 3.
Listen, we catching up, guys. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. You ready, Blair?
Yep.
Let's go.
JR chose Sandy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't typically go after Sandy if he was in a bar. She's not his usual physical type. But they both told each other to shut up, I guess, when they were around each other at one point. And he says he likes the toxic but not toxic situation they have going on here.
What did that even mean?
Yeah. Sandy chooses JR, and Nick said that it took her forever to open up to him, and it's not about JR. This is harder than anticipated. If something was lacking with him, he's hopeful that she gets the best result from this experience. And I'll tell you this, Nick is lying. Nick is definitely irritated with the fact that she chose JR.
How so?
And I'm going to put on my dashiki right now, and I think it's because he's black.
Wow.
I think that's one reason. And also... Oh, okay. And also another thing is that I think that he doesn't take JR seriously. He doesn't see that he is a serious man with a serious career or anything that could provide Sandy stability for a marriage. And he's wondering why Sandy wants to even waste her time with a person like that. And I think he might be a little racist.
Okay.
Or how do they say it? Unconscious bias, you know.
I need more evidence before I pull the dashiki from under the table.
Okay. I'm just like, he got a little madder than I think he would have gotten if she chose Dave, is all I'm saying.
No, you gotta understand something, right? When it comes to guys are always measuring up, like, especially the guy that wants your girl, he probably knows I can't beat him in a fight. Okay, already. Number two, maybe there is something to it is a black guy, right? Also, he just literally heard JR's speech of why they chose each other, and it's a whole bunch of nothing.
Yes.
Like, all you have to hear all this time, this is your girl, right? And you gave her the ultimatum. But only thing you can hear your girl and this other guy relate on is fire, passion, and toxic. That sounds like sex to me. To him, he's probably like, so I hear all these other things with how everybody else is connected, but when I hear y'all, it just sounds completely physical. It just sounds completely a whole bunch of nothing. What did JR say in the beginning where he was like, he said, here it is. He said something across the lines of, she is somebody who I would not typically go for in the bar, right? I thought that was weird to say, right? Because I'm like, why are we giving, like this is supposed to be where you're supposed to be saying something good about the person, right? But we had a little discussion, and then I said shut up, and then she said shut up, and it just gave toxic, and I'm just like, I like that. I'm just like, what do that even mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, only thing they have is fire, passion, and just being toxic. Nick knows that he is going to smut her out. Like, he just knows it.
Well, Vanessa and Nick choose each other.
Yeah.
Arya and Caleb choose each other by default.
Yeah.
And the trial marriages begin.
Let's go.
We're up with Vanessa and Nick first. They hug. She appreciated him being there for her, and she felt that she was an emotional disaster. She cried a lot. He thinks that JR is a knucklehead. He hoped that she would choose someone to make her grow. And seeing Vanessa did make him feel better. Vanessa was crying because it was challenging with her to connect with people on a deeper level, but it was easy with him, and she feels accepted by him fully.
Yeah.
Nick says that Vanessa was the only person that he connected with, and they both bond over being outsiders and weirdos.
You don't like the weirdos part, right?
No, I'm just like, if you're weird, just be what you are. Like, for them to constantly call it out, it just comes across as those people who like to be like quirky and like funny and do stuff for attention. I'm just like, just be who you are for your pride. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then
thank you.
Then the other one thing as well is Vanessa is putting too much sauce on Nick. Nick has not proved to be accepting and loving of you wholeheartedly. She's talking about how great he's going to be as a long-term partner. And I'm like, Vanessa, I don't know if this is projection or imagination or delusion, but you do not know this man.
It's all the above. It's all the above because they are coming from they have two different objectives here, right?
Yeah.
Number one, Nick wants Sandy, right?
Yeah.
Vanessa wants Nick, right? And I don't mean that she wants Nick in a way that's like, oh, I came here on the show to purposely leave Dave. I think she felt desired. She felt what was lacking in her relationship, and now I think she came in with the motive to completely turn Nick to her. right? I'm not saying that was her initiative on day one, but after feeling what she felt from Nick, feeling like, oh, this is what it like to be liked, she's going to try to use this trial to basically like turn his heart and for them to have a new relationship. But I think it's going to be harder than what she thinks, because I think Nick really likes Sandy, or he just don't want nobody with Sandy.
Yeah.
It's really one of the two.
Yeah. Well, Sandy and JR are together. He said that he is going to sleep with her in the bed, and she's cool with that, of course. He's talking about it's kind of kinky in here. They got the chains over here, so he puts the chain decor around her wrist.
It wasn't real chains, y'all.
They come from different backgrounds, and she's excited to learn more about that.
Yeah.
He starts talking, I guess, in like a Philly accent, and she says she can hear the Philly Jersey, and I'm just like, every other time he talks very code switching type of way.
Yeah, very very whitewashed to me.
Very code switching.
Yeah.
But after she said the thing about the backgrounds, now he want to put a little East Coast accent into his tone. So I was just like, all right, man. He said that she is going to get him. She talks about how she likes to use sage. She sometimes sages herself when she's acting up. And he says that he thinks that she was best dressed. Wow. Sandy tells him that she is a girly girl. He's into that. He thinks that she would bring out a different side of him. He's never dated a white girl before.
He gonna keep telling us that.
They have a genuine connection. Sandy says that Nick can sense that there's a real connection here. That's why he's mad. And Sandy thinks it has something to do with JR. She has never seen him this upset.
Well, number one, JR already got this girl doing BDSM, right? Got the decorative chains that was on the coffee table or like whatever in the living room, and he put them chains on that girl. Yeah. Right? Listen here. I ain't got time to change it to my dashiki. But it already lets me know what type of time he on. Yes. Right? And then, of course, the minute that, his little accent came out and things of that nature, he straight said, my name is John. Her name is Sandra. She trying to do a little joke of John, Jawn. And it's like, y'all are faking this connection so much. Just hurry up and get to the part that y'all just want to do. Exactly. Get to the part that y'all want to do so we can move on,
Now we get to Chanel and Dave. I was just like, oh my gosh, Dave is going to be crying her ear off this whole time. I was like, Chanel should have chose somebody else. Choose Caleb or somebody.
And this is what I don't understand. I have no beef with Vanessa, but I'm like, Dave, this is an upgrade, bruh. Chanel is a beautiful girl. Yes. Like, but he wanted the girl that was in front of him, and once he found out that the girl in front of him didn't want him, now his whole self-esteem is gone. Exactly.
Well, Dave is still talking about how he felt like leaving. Yeah. He asked Chanel how she's feeling about Micah, and Chanel couldn't stand to look at them. Dave says that he was staring them down, talking about Nick and Vanessa. Yeah. When they walked away, Nick took a ring with him, and that really messed with his head. He says that there's going to be times where we think about our ex with someone we don't know, and that just stresses him out. I'm like, Dave, you are going to make this an awful experience for Chanel.
You're going to make it for yourself, too.
And for yourself. Next, we have Mariah and Micah. Things are just awkward with them. Yeah. They're talking about the logistics of living together. Mariah is saying that, we can just pick up after ourselves. Yeah. She gets up at 6:30 in the morning. He likes to play music in the morning. She asked him, does Chanel usually do your laundry? And he was like, we can do our own laundry. Yeah. That's fine.
Don't touch my stuff. Okay.
Well, Micah acknowledges that the night was awkward. It's never awkward with Chanel, and he misses his lady.
Well, if you want to, listen here, man. I understand this is actually a more crazier experience than Love is Blind. Yeah. Right? This is an experience to where it's like wife swapping, But my whole point is you agreed to come on this show. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. We're season 3. This is season 3. We 3 seasons into this. So it's like, what do you thought was going to happen? You thought that you were strong enough that you wasn't going to feel some type of way if you really love this girl, that like somebody else going to put their arms around her and basically be the big spoon or be the little spoon? Like, so it's just all weird to me.
Yeah. Next we have Aria and Caleb. Yeah. Aria is the Dave in this situation. She wants Scotty to see that she cares about him too. Yeah. She fears that Scotty will have something with Zaina that they can't replicate. And it's her first time not feeling secure in her relationship. Well, Caleb just gives her some tissues, offers her advice to look inward, and they're going to try to figure this thing out together. Pretty much as friends is the way I see it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Zaina and Scotty, she wants to decompress with Scotty. She felt some jealousy today, and Scotty says, well, I hope you heard me for the reasons why I said I chose you. Zaina is going to try her best to follow through on the process. She's not going to try to hit up JR. She is enjoying building this bond with Scotty.
Yes. I really have nothing to add because they're not giving me nothing.
No.
Especially Zaina. So I'm like, you're not giving me anything.
She looks a little bit like Cardi B.
You wanted to get that out. I don't see it.
I see it at times.
Okay.
And then what's her name? Vanessa reminds me of Anna Kendrick a little bit at times, certain angles. Yeah.
Okay.
So Caleb sleeps on the pullout couch. We go back to Vanessa and Nick. She likes how easy this has been for them. She thinks he would be a great partner in life. And Nick says, the way you see me is nuts. Listen, that's all he had to say because it is nuts.
Yeah, it is.
He continues, so it sounds nice, but the way you see me is nuts.
Yeah,
ma'am.
it is.
She genuinely sees him.
Yeah.
Her heart is extraordinary, and it's what he sees in a life partner. And he likes the way that her face expresses when she talks, when she says what she says. So pretty much she says, so you like my face? Girl, don't put words in his mouth.
Yeah, don't do it.
I think he just likes your facial expressions.
See, the thing about it is two different motives now. She's trying to turn him.
Yeah.
She's trying to turn him. And things like that.
Yeah. Next, we're to Sandy and JR. He thinks that her wife beater is sexy.
He is, man. Come on, bruh.
He is being a sleaze ball.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
She asked what JR stands for. His name is John Richard.
Yeah.
Not like John, like the Philly John. Her real name is Sandra. She wouldn't normally go after a guy like him because she wouldn't think that they would connect, but they did. And they are getting to know each other. They're even in the bed warming each other up, and we don't get to see what happens in the bedroom, but we hear her say something along the lines of that feels good.
Yeah, something across the lines of like he was like, oh, you're cold. Just giving him a reason just to put his body on her. And my thing is, at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to choose her, and I don't think she's going to choose him.
No.
It's just like, hey, let's just have a fun time. Yeah.
So Micah and Chanel meet up with each other at 3 a.m. He was able to sneak out successfully. Yes. Mariah did notice that he wasn't in the room, but she just went back to bed.
Yeah, she was like, what the heck?
And Chanel, she wasn't moving quick enough. Dave was asking her where she was going, and she said, can I step out and get some fresh air?
At 3:27 in the morning.
And Dave told her, I got to keep you safe now, so if anything comes up, just let me know. But he's like, I'm getting nervous. I got to keep you safe. Micah threatened me.
Oh, my goodness. What was your thoughts about like these two couples seeing each other in the middle of the night?
They're not supposed to do it, but
are they going to last?
I'm not mad at it. Are they going to last through the process?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that Micah and Chanel are going to be done with this. Dave's head is not in it. Mariah and Micah are not connecting. Yeah. So Dave might just get what he wants and get Mariah by default. So
actually, I think Dave might get Vanessa by default. That's what I think. I think he's going to put on some baby please type of performance. And like she's gonna go back to him because the way Nick is going to show himself in this episode, I think she's gonna learn like I don't want to be in no experiment where you're talking about your ex the whole time. Yeah, and that's pretty much what he was doing that next morning. You know. So
it's the trial marriage day one. Chanel comes back at 8:30 in the morning.
She left at like 3:17 in the morning. Then come back to what time you say?
8:30.
5 hours ago.
And I was thinking, Dave, you are not on your job.
No.
Anything could have happened. You did not stay up to make sure she got in safely.
No.
If I was Dave and somebody threatened me about somebody's safety, I'm going to walk with you. Well, I'll let you walk ahead of me, but I'm going to walk with you at 3 a.m. in the city.
Well, number one, if I was Dave, I wouldn't let nobody threaten me about the safety. If you wanted to protect your girl, marry her.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So don't threaten me. Like,
very true.
So, yeah.
Well, JR talks about how he woke up next to Sandy, and he's like, is this what a one-night stand feels like? Like, but then he remembered he was in a trial marriage, and they're just very comfortable together. Okay. I'm just like, is he trying to hint at that he hit?
Maybe.
I feel like that's what it was. Chanel tells Dave last night was hard for her, and she apologizes to him for leaving. Honestly, I don't think Dave cares too much.
And I don't think she's sorry.
Nope. We're back to Vanessa and Nick.
Yeah.
Nick went out, got some coffee, ran into Sandy, and she told him that she and JR kissed. And he's upset by that. Vanessa doesn't really know what to say. Nick feels alone. And Vanessa's like, you have me here. I don't want you to feel alone. She's here for him. And Nick is like, yeah. All right. Get up off me.
Yeah. I'm going to go outside on the balcony.
He said, I'm overwhelmed. I know. I just need to take a minute for myself. So every room we see Nick go from the kitchen to the balcony to the bedroom, Vanessa is following him around.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, Vanessa, relax.
No.
Relax.
What was your thoughts on this episode? What is the gist you getting so far?
Yeah, people are having a harder time than they realize.
Yeah.
And a lot of these connections, the new connections that people are making are not that solid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm interested to see how things progress, but it's not looking too good that they're going to continue the process for the length that they're supposed to.
That's true.
A lot of people. Yeah.
That's true. Now, listen, the new batch of episodes is supposed to come out this week. I read something. So spoiler blocker, do not spoil it, right? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. Blair don't know. And the people who's watching do not know either. So do not put it in the comments as if we all know. We don't know. Keep it to yourself. And we will see y'all with episode 4 and 5. We're going to do 4 and 5 as one episode tomorrow, right? So expect to see that in the afternoon. And then we'll be all caught up for the next batch of episodes to come out. And we want y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. We see y'all.
Bye.